Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a team from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Air Force Falcons. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Falcons will put total weather to crank us up. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Black Knights will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Back in motion. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option look. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback will keep it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverage. It starts to limit what I can do.
Ball is free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it, practice closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Black Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Black Knights! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's how you take advantage of great starting field position, moving at 27 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. fullback's got it. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. It's caught downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Harris. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Powers through the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Finds his man. It's Roberson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Goes to the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Black Knights get enough for the 1st down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Running the option, it's Coleman. It's a seam wide open. Wide open spaces. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Army! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. SMU is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost reminds me of the days of the great Pony Express. They're up by 17 over Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets the back moving. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give to the tailback. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground, too.
There's no doubt, and they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do.
Going over the top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Might be calling a hot route. Johnson looking to throw. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
This drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the back. Creates a little space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football. Ernie on the Jets. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are. They know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense came into this game ready for the quarterback option, and everyone played their assignment. They forced the quarterback to keep it. They rallied to him, made a tackle. Nice job early in this game playing good assignment football.
The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Quarterback keeper. He's loose. Lots of running room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Knox. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more...
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Army!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Dances away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here comes the option. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Johnson looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Quarterback gets enough. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 43. 37-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
The Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. Finding open areas. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Toss to the outside. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll take it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off play action on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Off play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Makes the grab deep. Touchdown Falcons. A great catch and run for 6.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. It gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Black Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. With the catch, it's Harris. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Try to get it to the edge. He's in open space downfield. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the 1st option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Punts it out of the air.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Black Knights are on the move. Here we go. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Reed. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Army!
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Maryland is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. They're trailing by 18 to Indiana. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
So now it's second and long. They'll run the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. So first down will open up the final period. Using his feet. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
He uncorks one deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the 4th quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
And that's got to be a big-time break, because when you're a punt returner and you got all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all this speed on the field, it's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Back to pass. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the Falcons get enough to move the chains.
Gotta have it situation. Who do you go to? You go to the big fella who does the dirty work. The fullback gets the 1st down, and you still have life in this football game.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gonna let it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding this. And that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Johnson wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. All out of space. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they light up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Johnson looking to throw. Fires it. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's taking the deep shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give, and tick, 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 tick. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
It'll be 3rd and long. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Trying play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. It's a fake. He's going to throw it. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but there he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for seconds.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now to make kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Handoff to the single back. It's a seam wide open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Reading the option, it's Coleman. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always there's a letdown that naturally happens after these.
Welcome everyone to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see a team from the American, the Temple Owls, squaring off with another team from the American, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse. The option look. He'll toss it. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Solid pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Now the pitch. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Black Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Quick toss. Wide open spaces. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Black Knights are marching down the field. They'll run the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On the run, fires downfield. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So the Temple Owls offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking? They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Sends it back in motion. Gives it on the option. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Once that ball was... We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Goes to the option. The pitch. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. minutes of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Let's go. Break. Single, single. Pushing the rock to the field.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Calls his own number. Oh, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here comes the option. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Down to 2 minutes before that. On the option. He'll keep it himself.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
He'll pitch it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a little space. Delivers the stiff arm. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option. Slithers into space. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off, and down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining first half than you? And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Blake Field inside Nike Stadium.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football, and yes, it could have been worse. On the option. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Running the option. It's Coleman. Turning on the Jets. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Got a man. It's Fortner. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Coleman. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. We open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman and today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Black Knights! They win. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Black Knights want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Backed up now, here's second and long. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough about today.
The Black Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now from inside the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Army! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
By the quarterback. Accurate throw in that touchdown pass.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They want to run this quarterback. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Bounced right back to them. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if... Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse?
everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Army Black Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. This offense has it with really good field position. Now on the option. Now the toss. He's loose. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
And the Black Knights have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights!
The defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
The option look. He'll toss it. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Coleman. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Gets the back moving. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go, creating a big loss.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Lots of running room. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Goes to the option. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. And the QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run. It goes nowhere. Defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run again.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had... Man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. The play action fake. Buys a little time with his feet. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Black Knights Patriots come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. This is a designed run.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here comes the option. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Motion from the back. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Fires to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It's a new chapter at quarterback for Army after Bryson Daly's historic season led the nation with 32 touchdowns on the ground. Army had 12 wins, a school record. With Daly now a commissioned officer in the Army. Time for next man up, Jesse.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be able to run the football. You're going to have to be able to make great decisions, though, in the option game, which I think is something a lot of times we take for granted. It's not just making good decisions throwing it, but understanding when to dive, when to keep it, when to pitch. That's what makes this Army offense run so smooth.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On the option, quarterback on the keeper. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
On the play. Offense facing 4th down.
Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the... Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's short. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Got room to work. Turning it on. Oh, a lot of space. run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Makes it past the marker. The offense coughs it up. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead.
Black 14. Black 14. Control it. Set.
Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Army! They... And the Black Knights inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. They'll run the counter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to get the corner. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? On the move. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this is The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the UTSA Roadrunners. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Across the 25. Touchdown, Black Knights! Great job by the back on the option.
And what execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, create an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He'll toss it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only use opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Now on the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Got it in the middle, it's Fortner. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option look. Now the pitch. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll pull it on the read. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Black Knights run to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A designed run for the quarterback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
Cut your losses.
absolutely slide. Don't take the extra punishment. Just give up on the play.
Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Army! Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Black Knights in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. 3rd down coming. Under fire. They've got the screen set up. Hard running there. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. And the Black Knights get enough for the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the 2nd half and start making some plays.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Snatches it on the run. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He'll bring it back from -5. Nice job executing all. 22.
And the Army offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Going to the run to start this second half. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll run the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll give it to the back. Got to be smart, patient, quick vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Quick toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Goes to the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Road. Here comes the option. He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Heading to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's...
Touchdown, Black Knights! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Great place to start for this offense. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this team would love to force a field goal try. The offense changing the play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. 1 possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get it.
There he goes! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors and that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm